Namaskar. Good afternoon. Welcome to the 55th Foundation Day ceremony of Assam Agricultural University. I am Priyadarshini Bharali, and it's a pleasure and honor for me to welcome you all today to celebrate the founding of our beloved institution. Today marks a very special day in the history of our university, and we are delighted to have all of you here with us to commemorate it. Before we begin, let us take a moment to recognize the hard work and dedication of all those who have contributed to the success of our university. This includes our faculty members, scientists, staff, students, alumni, and all those who came before us, paving the way for the success that we enjoy today. Without their tireless efforts and unwavering support, we wouldn't be here today celebrating this glorious moment. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all pay our deepest tributes to our beloved university with the AAU theme song. Thank you very much. I now request our distinguished dignitaries at the dais to kindly light the ceremonial lamp. Today, on this very special day, we are truly honored to have with us prominent literature, orator, and Sahitya Academy Translation Awardee, Srijut Diganta Bishwa Sharma, as the chief guest of today's ceremony. Noted literature, writer, eminent social worker, and former Vice President of the Ahom Sahitya Sabha, Srimati Mrinalini Devi, and Honorable Member of the Parliament, Srijut Kamakhya Prasad Tasa. I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Dr. Bidyut Chandan Deka, to offer felicitations to our dignitaries. Thank you, sir. I now request our respected Registrar, sir, to felicitate Honorable Member of Parliament, Srijut Kamakhya Prasad Tasa. I request you once again, sir, to felicitate our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Nagen Sharma Barua, Professor, Department of Plant Breeding and Genetics, to felicitate our respected Registrar, sir. Thank you, sir. May I now have the honor to invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Namaskar, good afternoon. Respected Mrs. Mrinalini Devi, Vice President of Assam Sahitya Sabha, and proud mother of accomplished son. Our chief guest today, Mr. Diganto Biswakarma. Probably I need not to give him any introduction to you because he is a known figure to all of us. He is a prolific writer, motivational speaker, member of various organizations including Sahitya Academy, who is our chief guest today. Mr. Tasa, whom we do not consider as an outsider, he is always an insider for us. Even yesterday evening he was with us, the Honorable Member of Rajya Sabha, Mr. Tapan Kumar Gohai, all our invited guests. I have seen Dr. Pathak sir, our Member Board of Management, Soikia ma'am, our ex-Dean, Dr. Atul Bora, all our invited guests, statutory officers, our newly joined Director of Physical Plant, all our retired teachers, heads of the department, faculties, students, staff, ladies and gentlemen, and members from the media present here today in this 55th Foundation Day of Assam Agricultural University. Today, as we all know, this morning also we discussed, I don't like to take much of your time. Two, three things if I do not tell, I'll be failing in my duty. I was just discussing with Dignitary Mr. Sharma while we were taking lunch. The last financial year, 2022-23, is an accomplished year for Assam Agricultural University for many reasons. Last financial year, this university, we licensed 6th of our technology. Probably in a single year, licensing of technology, this is for the first time in the history of Assam Agricultural University. During last year, we sold 6 of our technology to various industries with an aim to generate revenue for the universities. The last financial year, again, probably it will be another history in Assam Agricultural University. We got external funding of as high as 75 crores. 28 crores from Rashtriya Gokul Mission. Yesterday, we got the first installment of 3.5 crores. 30 crores from Department of Biotechnology. Again, we got a sanction of 25 crores for this year, yesterday evening. 17 crores from Donor Ministry, Government of India, so altogether it is more than 75 crores in a single year, besides other grant from ICR as well as from the Government of Assam. Another accomplished year, probably all of you will agree with me, our Honorable Chief Minister was so very generous to this particular university. Now we need not to go with a begging bowl to the government for our normal salary. Salary is a regular phenomenon. Besides, in this year budget, you have all come to know, he has also created a corpus fund of 200 crore rupees for the benefit of our pensioners. So this is a historical decision for the Assam Agricultural University. Friends, last 54 years was a very, very accomplished year for Assam Agricultural University. Our students, they are bringing a lot of glory for this university. I was just making a mention to Mr. Sharma that last year 17 of our students, they cleared Assam Public Service Commission examination and they have joined in various capacity in different job of government of Assam. Besides, in last 4 or 5 years, 100 of our students, they went abroad for different small training program. Because normally students, they do not get exposure in the foreign country. We were very lucky that we were in a position to send 100 students in last 4 or 5 years to different foreign countries, including US and Australia. Likewise, 25 of our faculty, they were also sent for higher training in different countries for pursuing various short-term research program. Also, we have started many innovative programs in this particular university in last 4 or 5 years. To name a few, we decided to open our ecotourism project today, but because of the non-completion of the work, all of a sudden the rain started, so otherwise we decided to open our ecotourism project today. Because of the heavy rain last few days, so we had to postpone our program. So that is another milestone program for the Assam Agricultural University. Another milestone program only last week we have inaugurated, probably many of you have seen, that we have initiated a teacher student initiative. Our community science college, they have started a small kiosk here. In that particular kiosk, they have started selling various bakery products for the benefit of our students and staff. They need not to go outside during tiffin break. They can have their own, tiffin prepared by our own faculties and staff in our College of Community Science. So these are some of the small initiative that we have taken in this particular university. I don't like to take much of your time. With this little bit of opening remark, I wholeheartedly welcome our chief guest today, Mr. Digonto Biswa Horma, who has kindly consented to deliver the Foundation Day lecture. We will be very much indebted to you that with short notice you have agreed to join us here this afternoon for the Foundation Day lecture. We are immensely benefited by the presence of Rinalini Devi, who is the Vice President of Assam Sahitya Sabha and a social worker at her own credential. And as I have already mentioned, that she is the proud mother of accomplished son. So, Madam, I also welcome you for this Foundation Day lecture series. And I also welcome our Rajya Sabha MP, our good friend, Mr. Tasa, all our invited guests, heads of the department, faculties, students, members from the media, all of our staff and employees. And once again, I would like to give you a very big thank you. Despite heavy rain outside, you have gathered in big number for successfully conducted this particular program in this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your welcome address and opening remarks. On this glorious occasion today, we would like to take the opportunity to release a book, which is a coffee table book by Professor Bidyut Kumar Sharma, Director DBT NECAP, and Dr. M.V. Deshpande, retired scientist, NCL Pune, and currently Director Greenvention Biotech Limited, Pune. Their book is titled Rambling in and Around AAU Jorhat. May I invite Professor Bidyut Kumar Sharma and Dr. M.V. Deshpande to please come to the dais for the release of the book. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special book where the natural biodiversity in and around our beautiful green campus has been depicted in the form of photographs of various flowers, birds, animals, etc., beautifully captured by both the editors on their cameras while rambling in and around the AAU campus. I request our distinguished dignitaries at the dais to please do the honors of releasing the book. Thank you very much. As we look back on the history of our university, we cannot help but feel a great sense of pride in all that we have achieved and accomplished. From humble beginnings, we have grown into a world-renowned institution of higher education, producing some of the most able and proficient individuals in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Foundation Day lecture, which will be delivered by our esteemed chief guest, Srijut Digonto Biswa Horma. A prominent literature, translator, orator, and Sahitya Academy Award member, General Council, Sahitya Academy, language representative, Assamese, Executive Board, Sahitya Academy, and convener, Assamese Language Advisory Board, Sahitya Academy. Born to the noted poet, lyricist, and translator late Kailash Nath Sharma and Srimati Mrilanini Devi, the former Vice President of Ahom Sahitya Sabha, Srijut Digonto Biswa Horma is a passionate devotee of Indian philosophy and spiritualism. He has been a prolific debater of yesteryears and is highly appreciated for his translation works, the most notable being the book, The Foundations of Indian Culture, originally authored by Sri Aurobindo, for which he was awarded with the Sahitya Academy Translation Prize in the year 2020. He was also awarded with the prestigious Dr. Moidul Islam Bora Literary Award in the year 2022. A proficient orator and a public speaker, Sri Diganta Vishwakarma is widely known for his lectures on varied subjects including yoga, spiritualism, Indian culture, nationalism, etc. He has been delivering several year-long lectures as series consisting of more than 100 lectures in the light of the teachings of Sri Aurobindo as the sole speaker. Can we have a big round of applause for our chief guest, Sri Diganta Vishwakarma? We are highly honored by your gracious presence today with us, sir, on this auspicious occasion, and I request you, sir, to kindly deliver the ceremonial lecture.
Namaskar, Honorable Vice Chancellor Bidyut Chandra Deka Mahoday, Honorable Member Parliament Rajya Sabha Kamakhya Prasad Kasa Mahoday, Registered, respected Tapan Kumar Gohai Mahoday, Assam Sahitya Sabha Vice President, my mother Mrinalini Devi, whole fraternity of Assam Agricultural University, esteemed professors, past and present, my dear student friends, and friends from the press. Let me first convey my heartfelt greetings on this auspicious occasion of 55th Foundation Day of Assam Agricultural University. It is indeed an auspicious moment. Why? You have completed 54 years of your existence, and it is not a matter of joke. For I believe, Divine is behind through her executing force, Prakriti, behind every phenomenon of this phenomenal existence. So without His grace, without her grace, no institution can complete 54 years of existence. So you have completed 54 years. So today is your 55th Foundation Day. So let me first convey my heartfelt greetings and congratulations to all of you, to the whole fraternity of Assam Agricultural University, past and present. Then I am indeed feel honored. Why? Neither I am a scholar, nor do I possess any scholarship. Then why this audacity on my part? I have a sense of offering anything and everything at the lotus feet of the Supreme Divine Mother. And this sense of surrender is the sole source of my strength and audacity. Yet, you have invited me for a prestigious Foundation Day lecture. I have accepted your invitation, and let me convey my heartfelt gratitude to the entire fraternity of Assam Agricultural University. Then there is a clarification. Public speaking, once in my youth, it was a tendency in my nature. But today, public speaking has become an integral part of my sadhana, an integral part of my life. And today, topic for this Foundation Day lecture is Secrets of Eternal Youth and Perfection of Personality. Secrets of Eternal Youth. So we can be eternally youth. We can remain eternally youth. But then what is the secret? What are the secrets? What are the secrets? Let me clarify. As I have already spoken that neither am I a scholar nor do I possess scholarship. My entire lecture, the whole lecture, is fully based on the writings of Sri Aurobindo, whether I mention their name or not. My lecture is prepared or based fully on their writings, on the writings of Sri Aurobindo and the mother. Who is the mother? Mother is the spiritual collaborator of Sri Aurobindo, whom we regard as the incarnation of the Supreme Divine Mother. So I am not an original thinker. Then the topic, the secrets of eternal youth and perfection of personality. Let me first deliberate on youth and secrets of eternal youth. Then I will move on to perfection of personality. But then, who is youth? Here, retired professors are youth, or am I youth, or my dear students' brains are youth? Who is youth? Is youth related to age? Or youth is something different, altogether different concept? There is a shocking utterance from the mother, the spiritual collaborator of Sri Aurobindo, whom we regard as the incarnation of the Supreme Divine Mother. Mother once said, I have known all people of 20, and young of 70. So at the age of 70, one can remain youth, while even at the age of 20, one can become old. So youth is not related to age. Youth is not related to youth. Then who is youth? What is youthfulness? Because mother says, I have known all people of 20 and young of 70. Old people of 20 and young of 70. So mother says, old age does not come. Old age does not come from a great numbers of years, but from the incapacity. So the essence of youth is the incapacity, or the old age, becoming old is the incapacity. So mother says, old age does not come from a great numbers of years, but from the incapacity or the refusal. Incapacity or the refusal. Refusal for what? And incapacity of what? To continue to grow and progress. Incapacity to grow and progress. When you will stop to grow and progress, then only you will be regarded old. Whether you are 20 years of, whether your age is 20 years or 70 years or 90 years, irrespective of the age, incapacity to grow and progress. Incapacity to grow and progress is the sign of oldness. Incapacity to grow and progress, or refusal to grow and progress. Both are correct. Incapacity to grow and progress, or refusal to grow and progress. So, mother, in other words, she again says, youth does not depend on the small number of years one has lived. On small number of years one has lived, but on the capacity to grow and progress. If you have the capacity to grow and progress, you are youth even at the age of 90. Incapacity and refusal to grow and progress, and the capacity to grow and progress. But then, question remains, what is the meaning of growth and what is the meaning of progress? What does we mean by growing, and what does we mean by progressing? What is the meaning of progress? What is the sense of progress, being progressive? What is the sense of being progressive? So my sense of progressiveness is not related to any political ideology. It is beyond political ideology. It is beyond social ideology. So mother says to grow. What is growing? To grow is to increase. To grow is to increase. What we are to increase? To grow is to increase one's potentialities and capacity. Increasing your potentialities and capacity is what is called growth. Increasing. The word is increasing the capacity and your potentialities. It is what is called growth. Increasing capacities and increasing of your potentialities. It is what is called growth. It is what is called growing. You are growing when you are increasing your potentialities and increasing your capacities. But then what is progress? Progress is to make constantly. Progress is to make constantly more perfect the capacities that one already possesses. So the constant perfection of your capacity is what is called progress, doing progress. So constant perfection is what is called progress. Constant perfection is progress. Constant perfection of what? Perfection of the capacities you already possess. And what is growing? Increasing the potentialities and the capacities. So one is increasing and another is constant perfection of the capacities you already possess. But then, what is the meaning of perfection? What is the meaning of perfection? Then what is the meaning of perfection? So the second part of my lecture is the perfection of personality. But first, we are to define perfection. What is perfection? Because if I am to be progressive, I have to make constantly more perfect. I have to make constantly more perfect my capacities that I already possess. So what is the meaning or sense of being perfect or perfection? What is the meaning of perfection? Mother says, before that, let me quote Sri Aurobindo. Why perfection is the key word? Perfection is the key word. I am not saying personality development. I am deliberately using the word perfection of personality, not the development of personality. It's my deliberate attempt, conscious choice. The choice of the word perfection is my conscious choice. Sri Aurobindo, in his magnum opus, Life Divine, in the very first chapter, writes a sentence. If you could grasp this sentence, if you could enter into the sense of that one sentence only, you will be realizing many more things. So Sri Aurobindo says, for all problems of existence, it is from the Life Divine, from the very first page, the world's most difficult book. But it is not that difficult to understand if you have the aspiration, if you have the intensity of your aspiration. In the very first chapter, Maharishi says, for all problems of existence are essentially problems of harmony. There is no economic problem existing.
No economic problem, no social problem, no cultural problem, no political problem. There is only one problem in this existence. And what is that problem? Because essentially problems of harmony. Essentially problems of harmony. We are in a state of disharmony. So what is its relation with perfection? What is its relations with perfection? Let me elaborate. But before that, let me quote Swami Vivekananda. Vivekananda says, what is education? Vivekananda categorically says, education is not acquiring of information. Education is not acquiring of information. Then what is education? Education is the manifestation. Education is the expression. Education is the manifestation. Manifestation of what? Manifestation of perfection. Manifestation of perfection already in man. We are born with perfection. But that perfection is failed. That perfection is failed. It needs to be manifested. It needs to be unveiled. So this is the importance of the word perfection. This is the key word, perfection. So education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. So what does it mean? Education is not a process. Education is not an outside-inside process. Education is an inside-outside process. Something is to be manifested from within. Something has to be manifested from within, not to be acquired from outside like money. Education means manifestation. Manifestation of perfection already in man. We are born with perfection, but my perfection is covered by my ignorance. Then mother says, one shocking comment. The whole world is after success. All motivational speakers are lecturing how we can be successful. But the Divine Mother says, no, don't aim at success. Are we ready? Are you ready? Mother says, don't aim at success. Our aim is not success. Then what is her aim? She says, our aim is perfection. Our aim is not success, because success has no absolute meaning. Success has no absolute meaning. Success is only a relative conception. I can be first with 80% in Assam Agricultural University, but even with 85%, I may not secure any position in any other universities. If there is 3 competitors in a competition, one will be at just third. Does that mean success? Success is a relative concept, but perfection what matters. And that is why Mother says, do not aim at success, our aim is perfection. And what is perfection? I am coming. I am coming. So now Mother, Mother is saying very cryptically, sir, my lecture is only a glimpse because I don't have the time to elaborate. I don't have the time to elaborate or don't have the time to explain. I just want to awaken you, or I just want to draw your attention to certain new things. So Mother says perfection is not a maximum. Perfection is not a maximum or an extreme. Then what is perfection? Mother says perfection is an equilibrium. Perfection is equilibrium and a harmonization. And that is why at the outset of my explaining the meaning of perfection, I was quoting Sri Aurobindo. Because for all existence, for all problems of this existence are essentially problems of harmony. So perfection is nothing but harmonization. What is called perfection? Perfection is harmonization. Perfection is an equilibrium. Perfection is not sumit. Perfection is not extreme. Perfection is not maximum. This is one kind of definition Mother has said on perfection. Then again, Mother says, how perfection will come. How perfection will come. Mother says, mixing will not make you perfect. Mixing will not make you perfect. Why? Just I am again drawing your attention to the utterance of Vivekananda, that education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. Mother says, perfection must come from within. Because perfection is within. It needs to be unveiled. It is covered by ignorance. We are born with perfection. Perfection is within our being. It needs to be unveiled only. And that is why Mother says, mixing will not make you perfect. Mixing will not make you perfect. Perfection must come from within. Perfection must come from within. So again, Mother says, perfection is not a sumit. Perfection is not a maximum. Perfection is not an extreme. There is no extreme. There is nothing like extreme. Why? Whatever you do, there is always the possibility of something better. And that is why perfection is infinite. And that is why perfection is not a maximum, perfection is not a sumit, perfection is not an extreme. Why? Because there is always the possibility of something better. And exactly this possibility of something better is the very meaning of progress. This is the inner connection between progress and the perfection. This possibility, and that is why, what is progress? Constant perfection, because there is always a scope for perfecting, for more perfection. Because there is always the possibility of something better is the very meaning of progress. Very meaning of progress. So the inner connection between growth, progress, and the perfection. Then there is an obligation on our part. What is that obligation? We cannot make others perfect unless we ourselves are perfect. So perfection cannot come from lecturing. Perfection is an inner sadhana, is an inner aspiration. So Mother says you cannot expect anybody to be perfect. You cannot expect anybody to be perfect unless you are perfect yourself. Unless you are perfect yourself. And to be perfect means to be exactly as the Lord wants you to be. That is I am not elaborating in detail this thing, but the main thing, what we can understand at least intellectually, what can be understood intellectually, that you cannot expect anybody to be perfect unless you are perfect. If Mother wants her children to be perfect, Mother has to be perfect first. If teacher wants his student to be perfect, he is to be perfect first. Because student will follow teachers, children will follow his or her parent. So there is another definition given by the Mother about perfection. What is perfection? So perfection is all that we want to become in our highest aspiration. So what is perfection for me? My highest aspiration is perfection for me. So Perfection is all that we want to become in our highest aspiration. That is why perfection cannot be defined in a single word. And that is why Mother says perfection is an harmonization. Perfection is a harmonization. Perfection is an equilibrium. Perfection is an equilibrium. Perfection is not an extreme. Perfection is not a summit. Perfection is not a maximum. So what is perfection then? Perfection is all that you want to become. We want to become in our highest aspiration. That is perfection for me. Then what is the thirst for perfection? What is the sign of my thirst for perfection? What is the sign that I have the thirst for perfection? What is the sign? What is the sign? Mother says constant and multiple aspiration. Aspiration is the key word. For perfection, to be perfect, one has to keep alive his fire of aspiration. One has to keep alive his fire of aspiration. So now, I will not be deliberating much upon perfection. Then let me come again to the youth. Then again, let me come to the youth. Because my topic is secrets of eternal youth. We want to remain eternally youth, even at the age of 90. Then what is the secret? How I can remain eternally youth? So, another definition of youth, Mother says, progress is youth. You can call who is youth? Progress is youth. Because constant perfection of the capacities you already possess is the meaning of progressing. And increasing your capacities and potentialities is the meaning of growing, is the meaning of growth. So progress is youth. At 100 of age, one can be young. At 100 of years, one can be young. But then what is the secret? So Mother, let me repeat, youth does not depend on the small number of years one has lived, but on the capacity to grow and progress. But on the capacity to grow and progress. And what is growing is to increase one's potentialities, one's capacities. And what is progressing? Constant perfection of the capacities one already possesses. Then we can define youth. Who is then youth? Who is then youth? Because first we have to understand who is youth. Then only we can move on to secrets of eternal youth. So then who is youth? We can say that youth is constant growth and perpetual progress. Constant growth and perpetual progress. If one can grow perpetually even at the age of 90, he can be said, he can be called a youth. So constant perfection, perpetual progress and constant growth. But the growth of what? Growth of capacities and possibilities, potentialities. Growth of capacities, possibilities, and the potentialities. So then, when one does become old, when one does become old, when we will be understanding that thing, then we will be automatically know what is the secret of eternal youth. So, when does one become old? It's not related to age. When does one become old? So first is effort and reward and joy of progress. First keyword is effort of reward. Reward, award, and joy of progress. These are the key words. Why? Mother says, when one has made an effort, that I have built 50 universities in my life, now it's time to be awarded, time to be rewarded. That means I am heading towards old age. Even after establishing 50 universities in my life. So mother says, when one has made an effort, oh, well, I made an effort. Now I should get the reward for my effort. When this thing will come to you, in fact, it is because there is not that joy of progress, because you are lacking joy of progress. You don't have this joy of progress. That is why you are seeking reward. So seeking reward is to heading towards oldness. If you have this joy of progress, the constant perfection of the capacities, then you will not be seeking reward. Then you will not become old. So this is the secret why one becomes old. Because individual, after putting his or her effort, man wants reward, recognition, award. And these are the culprit. Award, recognitions, reward, these are the culprits. These are the causes of oldness. So instead of desire for reward, award, and recognition, what we should have this joy of progress. Delight of progress, joy of progress. So first thing, why one does become old. Then on the contrary to this idea of seeking reward and award and recognition, because on the contrary, while the idea, oh, now I can sit down, it is finished, I have realized my goal, so I am going to enjoy what I have done. This is the ordinary way of thinking. Oh, how dull it is. Immediately one becomes old and stunted. So this is the main thing. So this is the main problem, that now I can sit down. My work is finished. My work is finished. Now I am going to enjoy what I have done. So, in other words, it can be put in other words too. Becoming old, what is the causes? So as soon as one feel you have done what you had to do in your life, you have done everything. You have nothing to do. As soon as you think you know what you ought to know. I have a triple master degree in mathematics. I have secured 150 out of 100. I have known what I ought to know. Or I have done what I have to done, what I have to do. And as soon as you want to see it and enjoy the results of your effort, with the feeling you have worked enough in your life, at once you become old and begin to decline. Begin to decline. So when you think, even after doing PhD, even after getting delayed, if you say that I have known everything of my subject, what I ought to know, I have known everything. What I have to do in my life, I have done everything. Then at once you will become old. You will begin to decline. You will begin to decline. Then, on the contrary, how you can remain eternally youth? How you can remain eternally youth? So, mother says, on the contrary, when you are convinced that what you know, even after getting PhD, even after getting DLit, even after securing 150 out of 100, you are convinced that what you know is nothing. What you know is nothing to all which remains to be known. Then you can remain eternally youth. But on the contrary, when you think, I have known everything what I ought to know in my life, I have done everything what I have to do, at once you are becoming old. But on the contrary, when you can think, what I know is nothing compared to all which remains to be known, then you can remain eternally youth. Even at the age of 90. That I have to establish another 50 universities. What I know about mathematics, it is nothing compared to all which still remains to be known. When you feel that what you have done is just the starting point, even after establishing 50 hospitals, if you can think it is just the starting point, what remains to be done? What remains to be done, it is only the starting point. Then you can remain youth even at the age of 90. Number 3, when you see the future, like what? When you see the future like an attractive sun, shining with innumerable possibilities yet to be achieved. So future is not hopeless for you, even at the age of 90, then you can remain eternally youth. So you have to be able to see future as an attractive sun, shining with innumerable possibilities, then yet to be achieved, then you can remain eternally youth. You are young, however many are the years you have passed upon earth. You have passed upon earth, young and rich, with all the realization of tomorrow. So this is the key word. So now we are in a position to summarize the secrets of eternal youth. What are the secrets of eternal youth then? Mother says, first point is, so everything is related to growth, progress, perfection, and aspiration. These 4 are very, very important words. Progress, growth, perfection, and aspiration. So first secret of eternal youth is the progress as the goal of life. To become Vice Chancellor of an university is not my goal. But what is my goal? Progress is my goal of life. Then you can remain eternally youth. Progress is the key word. Progress has to be goal of your life. Progress. Progress in all respects. Economical, social, political, cultural, educational, scientific, in all respects. Rather, Mother says, why we are on this earth? If you are asked in an interview, why you are existing on this very earth, Mother says it can be answered in a single word. I am here only for progress. Progress is my secret agenda. Progress is the secret agenda of this phenomenal existence. We have no agenda other than progress. Progress is the only agenda. Progress in all respects. So you can remain eternally youth if you can make progress as the chief goal of your life. Progress. So the best way of not becoming old is to make progress the goal of life. First secret. Then the second secret, constant rebirth into a new life, constant rebirth. I have to be born in every moment. I have to be born in every moment anew. I have to be a different person in every passing moment. And I have to learn how to be reborn. And what is the meaning of rebirth? Rebirth with progress. Rebirth with higher aspiration. Rebirth with higher knowledge. So, the constant rebirth into a new life, to know how to be reborn into a new life at every moment is the secret of eternal youth. So, constant rebirth. In every moment, I am to reborn and reborn. Reborn in a higher state of existence. Asatuma sadgamaya, tamasuma jyotirgamaya, mritturma amritam gamaya. Life is a journey. Life is a journey from darkness to light, constant journey, eternal journey, infinite journey, from unreal to real, from mortality to immortality. So constant rebirth into a new life. Then, third secret, I have already elaborated. Insatiable thirst for progress. Not only the progress as the goal of life, but you have to have insatiable thirst for progress. This is the third secret of remaining eternally youth. And the fourth one is, you must have a conviction. Conviction of what? Conviction of limitless possibility of progress. Progress is unlimited. Progress is limitless. Progress is infinite. So these four are the secrets of eternal youth. Simple things. You have to make progress as your goal. You have to know how to be reborn in every passing moment. Number third, you have to have the insatiable thirst for progress. So progress is the key word. And in number four, you have to have the conviction of limitless possibility of progress. That progress is not limited, progress is infinite. So these four are the secrets of eternal youth. Then let me quote two important quotes made by Sri Aurobindo 100 years ago. 100 years ago, when he was the vanguard of the Swadeshi movement. When he was, after leaving his vice principalship of Baroda State College, he joined as the principal of National College, Calcutta, which is now, you all know, Jadavpur University. So Jadavpur University was originally established as the National College. And Sri Aurobindo was the first principal. But eventually, after serving 1 year, he had to leave. In his farewell message, he addressed the youth, and what he said 100 years ago still holds the good. Let me quote. Why we are focusing so much on youth? Why youth? Why we need youth? Why we need youth? Sri Aurobindo said, he said, our call is to young India. Our call is to young India. It is the young who must be the builders of the new world. New world cannot be built by the old. And old means incapacity to grow and progress. So it is the young who must be the builders of the new world. But then he says three things. Three things. The competitive individualism, capitalism, and the materialistic communism of the West are not our national ideal. He categorically said, competitive individualism, which we are now enjoying, competitive individualism. Number one, the capitalism and the materialistic communism, these three things are not India's national ideal. So he says, not those. So it is the young who must be the builders of the new world. Not those who accept the competitive individualism, the capitalism, or the materialistic communism of the West as India's future ideal. It is young, but not those young. Then again he says, nor those who are enslaved. Those youngs, those youth who are enslaved to the all religious formulas, and cannot believe in the acceptance and transformation of life by the Spirit. So that young, those young can create a new world who can believe in the transforming power of the Spirit, who does not believe in the competitive individualism, materialistic communism, and the capitalism of the West. Those young who are enslaved to the old religious formulas cannot build a new world because we are children of the past. Once Sri Aurobindo said, we are children of the past, possessor of the present, but the creator of the future. Past is only our foundation. Present is our material. Future is our goal and summit. So this is the interrelation between past, present, and future. We are not committed to the past. We are not committed to the present. Our goal is future. So past is only our foundation. Present is our material. Future is our goal and summit. Because present has no real existence. In every passing moment, your very present is becoming past. So past has no eternal existence. Present has no eternal existence. In every passing moment, present is becoming past. So that is why Maharishi says, past is our foundation, present is our material, future is our goal and summit. We are children of the past, but the possessor of the present, but the creator of the future. So then, what type of young can create the new world? But all those who are free in mind, and heart, to accept a complete truth and labor for a greater ideal. For a greater ideal, they must be the men who will dedicate themselves not to the past or the present, but to the future. As I have spoken, the relation between past, present, and future. We will not dedicate our life to the past and present, but we will dedicate our life to the future. Then, so another quote. Why we are so much focusing on youth? So Maharishi says, the future belongs to the young. Future does not belong to the old. Future belongs to the young. But we have to remember what type of future it will be. Irrespective of all social evils, Maharishi says it is a young and new world. It is a young and new world which is now under process of development. And it is the young who must create it. It is the young who must create it. But it is also a world of truth. Courage, justice, lofty aspiration, and straightforward fulfillment which we seek to create. So this is the future we seek to create. What type of future? A world of truth, courage, justice, lofty aspiration, and straightforward fulfillment which we seek to create. For the coward, for the self-seeker, for the talker, who goes forward at the beginning and afterward leaves his fellow in the lurch, there is no place in the future of this movement. So what kind of youth do you want? It's a brave, frank, clean-hearted, courageous, and aspiring youth. Aspiring youth is the only foundation. Only foundation. Who is only foundation? A brave, frank, clean-hearted, courageous, and aspiring youth is the only foundation. Only foundation of what? On which the future nation can be built. Nation cannot be built by political ideologies. Nation can only be built by the frank, brave, clean-hearted, courageous and aspiring youth. And that is why our call is to young India. Nation cannot be built by ideologies. Nation can be built by young only. And what type of young? We have spoken. So now let me two things but three things. First one is ambition versus will. Mother says you are to renounce ambition. You have to strengthen your will. Ambition is the culprit. Will is the solution. In a single sentence, Mother says, replace the ambition to be first. Like success, becoming first has no absolute meaning. I can be first with 60% here, and with 60%, I can be tainted in another examination. So becoming first cannot be your goal of life. So that is why Mother says, replace the ambition to be first. By what? By the will to do the best possible. Not to become first, but to the best possible. Not the ambition, but the will. So will is something higher and purer than ambition. Not to aim at becoming first, but to do the best possible. Number second, you have to renounce the desire for success. It has to be replaced. Replaced by what? Replaced by yearning for progress. So success is to be replaced by progress, and desire is to be replaced by yearning. You can consult the dictionary meaning. I am not here to explain the dictionary meaning, because the yearning is something higher and purer than the desire. Progress is higher than success. So Mother says, replace the desire for success by the yearning for progress. And thirdly, we are all driven by our eagerness for fame. Mother says, replace the eagerness for fame. By what? To be replaced by what? Mother says, by the aspiration for perfection. So fame, our eagerness for fame is to be replaced by our aspiration for perfection. Not eagerness, but aspiration. So aspiration is higher and purer than eagerness. Aspiration is something higher and purer than eagerness. And not fame, but our goal should be perfection. Then how we can attempt? What is the guarantee of success? Sri Aurobindo says one thing in a different occasion. Let me put here. So Sri Aurobindo says, in any endeavor, to make an attempt is 100 times bigger than not attempting it. Whether we are successful or whether we have failed, it does not matter. But first thing is to make an attempt. Attempt is always greater than not making any effort. First thing. Number second, Sri Aurobindo says, you have attempted and you have failed. Still it is better than not making an effort. So first put your attempt. Even if you have failed, it is better than not making any effort. And then Maharishi says, to have achieved even a partial success. Even a partial success is a great success, is a great contribution. So we should not be moved by the standard of success. So it is the effort which we must make. So effort is higher and greater than not making any effort. Even putting effort and have failed is purer and greater than not making any effort. And after putting an effort, if I have achieved a partial success, it's a great thing. So now let me just draw your attention why we are to perfect our personalities. I will not elaborate, just I will draw your attention to certain things, and then I will conclude. For the youth, I am specifically explaining. Mother says, an aimless life is a miserable life. We must have an aim in life, compulsory. We must have an aim in our life. And without aim, what will happen? My life will be miserable. Mother uses the word miserable. Not unhappiness, miserable. I must have an aim compulsorily. And why? Because quality of my life will depend on the quality of my aim. Quality of my life will depend on the quality of my aim. Then what type of aim I must aim at? So, Mother says, aim must be high. Aim must be wide. Aim must be generous and disinterested. 4 words. Aim must be high, aim must be wide, aim must be disinterested, and aim must be generous. Not a miser aim. Aim must be generous. And then what will happen? Then my life will then be precious. My life will then be precious to myself as well as to others. If I have the high aim in life, if I have the wide aim in life, if I have the generous aim in life, if I have the disinterested aim in life, then my life will be precious. Precious to whom? Precious to myself as well as to others. And without aim, my life will be miserable. But then Mother warns one thing. What Mother warns? Mother warns, but it cannot be perfectly realized. It means that high, wide, disinterested, and generous aim cannot be perfectly realized. Until when? Mother says, it cannot be perfectly realized unless we have realized perfection in ourselves. We have to realize perfection in ourselves. But what does it mean? What is our aim in life at present all over the world? We are moved by 4 things only. We have 4 aim in life only. And I am not aware if the materialistic world has any other aim in life except those 4 goals. The first goal is, and they are very justified. I am not saying that those 4 goals are not justified. What is our first goal? What is our then first goal? First goal is our career. I have to become a slave. I will become an employee. I will not become a job creator. I will become a slave. I will serve multinational. I will not become another multinational. But I am not prepared to be an employee. I am born to be a king. I will become another multinational. And that power is within me. I am aware of my potentialities because I am youth. I can grow constantly. I am born to be a job creator. I am not born to be a job seeker. I am born to be a job seeker. I am not born to be a job seeker. And that power is within me. If Jamsetji Tata can become a multinational, why not I? Because I am mute. I can constantly increase my capacities and the potentialities. I will become another multinational. I will not become employee. I will not become job seeker. I will not become a beggar, job beggar. Is it my crime? I will become a job creator. I will become a multinational. And that power is within me. But the society does not want me to be a job creator. Because society wants me to be reliant on them, to rely on them. But I want to be self-reliant. I want to be a job creator. Still, I have accepted to become a job seeker is our first goal. To become an employee is our first goal. We don't have urge to be a job creator. Yes, I have become a slave. I will dedicate my life. I will serve whole my life, dedicating my entire life to a multinational. Fine. Will I be satisfied then? No. Then I will need another thing. Next thing is money. But how much? But how much? Money is essential in life. But how much money? I have joined in my service 15 years ago. But my friend has joined just 2 years ago. And he has already built 5 flats. Can I be satisfied? Still, I am not able to purchase even a two-wheeler. So, next our goal is money. And how much money? We do not know. We simply do not know. In India, we call God is infinite. God is infinite. But we do not know whether God is infinite or not. We do not know. But our hunger for money is infinite. No mathematician, no accountant, no chartered accountant can calculate the amount of money I need in my life. The hunger is simply infinite. No accountant, no mathematician, no scientist can calculate. Our hunger is infinite. Okay. I have earned enough money. Will I be then satisfied? No. I am such a rich man. I am holding a good position in a multinational company. Still no people knows me. Even my village friend does not know me. Who am I? Nobody knows. But entire Assam knows Zubin Garg. So what is our third aim in life? We want fame. Okay, we have become famous. We have become rich. We have possessed unlimited wealth. And we are holding a good position in my life. Will I then be satisfied? No. In spite of these things, if my village friend does not give me any importance, will I be satisfied? No. Then what I need? Then I need power. Then I need power. So in this materialistic world, we have only these 4 goals. I have to become a job beggar. I have to become a job seeker. I don't have the urge to be a job creator. I do not want to be an employer. I want to be an employee. I want to serve. So this is our first goal. And what is the second goal? We want enough money in my life. But the problem is money is essential in life. But how much money, we simply do not know. And the third thing, After money and career, we need fame. And after fame, we need power. But this is fine. These four are essentially in life. I agree. It is not that I am disagreeing. These four are the necessities of our life. I have agreed. But this is only our outer stream of life. This is only our outer stream of life. There is an inner stream of life. There is an inner stream of life. What is that inner stream of life? The happiness, joy, satisfaction, contentment. We find even general manager, chief general manager committing suicide. We find meritorious students committing suicide. We find rich man, billionaire committing suicide. Why? Even the fulfillment of these four things cannot ensure happiness in my life. Yet these are essential. I am not disagreeing. So I shall not be elaborating. I shall not be elaborating. Just I will be asking certain questions to you. Why perfection is needed? Why perfection of personalities? Because Maharishi says man is a multi-person. Man is not a single person. Man is a multi-person. We have within us latent powers and potentialities and capacities within us. But we have also many selves, many conflicting selves, conflicting to each other. Mind is conflicting with heart, heart is conflicting with vital, mind is conflicting with physical, mind is conflicting with conscience. So man is not a single person, man is a multi-person. Within us, we are composed of many conflicting selves. Many conflicting selves. Just I will be asking certain questions, then you will be realizing that along with outer stream of life, inner stream of life is also important. Have we ever asked? Do I have a restless mind? Have we ever asked? Have we ever noticed our students? Whether she or he possesses a restless mind? Can we become even successful? Can we become successful with a restless mind? If it is fine, then it's okay. Number second, just 5-6 questions only. Just to awaken, just to provoke your thought. Am I someone who only justifies my action? I am only right. I am only right. Nobody is right. I am only right. My idea has to prevail. Am I someone like that? With that attitude, can I be successful in my life? Have we ever asked? Yet we become happy in life. Do I control my emotions, or do my emotions control me? Have we ever asked whether I am enslaved to my emotions or I am dominating my emotions? Have we ever asked? Or these are not essential? Then, am I someone who becomes angry more often than I should? Becoming angry is not a solution in any respect. Even if in certain rare cases, if angriness can be justified to a certain extent, yet I have to ask myself, am I someone who becomes angry more often than I should? And yet we want to become happy in our life. We want to become successful in our life. So then what is my temperament? Do I overreact at times? Do I overreact at times? Have we ever asked? If in any interview, if my dear students' friends are asked a very simple question, do you want to be happy in your life? What would be the probable answer? Definitely our students will loudly proclaim, yes, I do. I want to be happy in my life. Then immediately, if he is asked again, what are the qualities to be needed to become happy in your life? Have you any idea about the qualities to become happy in your life? What would be my answer then? University has to provide those answers because universities are not dependent on government. If any student is asked in any interview, what qualities are needed to become happy in life, what should be her answer? He must know the qualities to be required to be happy in life. Similarly, if he asked, do you want to be happy in your life? And we will loudly proclaim, yes, I do. Then he is again asked, what is the plan? What is your plan to become happy in your life? Please tell me something about your plan. University has to enlighten their students about the plan to become successful in life. But we don't have the plan. Even for economic development, we need 5-year plan. Even to organize a Foundation Day program, we have to make lots of plannings. Then to become happy in life. Equally, similarly, I want a plan. But our students are not aware of any plan. They are not possessing any plan. They are not aware of qualities to be needed to become a better person in life. So these are some questions which draw our attention that there is an inner stream of life. But I am not going to elaborate today. I will be quoting 6 words without elaborating about the perfection of personality, at least to begin with. If we can inculcate 6 qualities, very minimum 6 qualities, by mentioning these 6 qualities, I will conclude. Because I will not explain, because I will require one full session to explain even a single quality. And it is easy to remember too, if you could remember 2 very popular words. One is Supreme Court and another is paying guest. Because these 6 qualities, one is from Supreme, from S, it starts with S, another one starts with C. And 2 starts with P, and remaining 2 again start with Z. Just I will be mentioning these 6 qualities. If I am given another opportunity, then I will be elaborating. But today, because of the time factor, I will only mention, but I am not going to elaborate. So the first quality needed to be successful or to be perfect in my life, to be happy in my life, I have to be sincere. So from Supreme Court, S, Supreme, sincere. But what is sincere? To explain it, I need a full session, which it looks like I don't have now time. Then the second, Supreme Court, C, I have to be courageous. But what is courage? Courage is not rashness. Mother once says, what is courage? She gives a beautiful definition of courage. Just a single liner. Mother says, courage is soul's nobility. Courage is soul's nobility. Courage is not something related to your heart, your head, even to heart, even to mind, even to your conscience, even to your body, even to your prana. But it's soul's nobility. Soul's nobility. So these are two qualities. One is sincerity, followed by courage. Then third quality, from paying guest, first P, perseverance. Perseverance. But what is perseverance? Just I'll be quoting two lines. Perseverance is all about, if I am asked to do a work, my initial reaction is, no, I won't do that. So journey begins from that, I won't do this. I can't do this. So what is then perseverance? Then ultimately, when I will declare, yes, I have done this. So it's a journey from I won't do it, I can't do it, to I have done this. I have completed this, I have achieved this. This journey is called perseverance. But I am not going to elaborate much more. Then the second P, after a while, then let me come to the Z, the first Z. First Z. First is generosity. Generosity. But what is generosity? Again, I will require a full session, which at this moment it seems I do not have much time. I can elaborate. I can lecture for 5 hours. I can lecture for 5 hours, but you don't have the capacity to listen to. So I can lecture for 5 hours. I have the full text with me. But what are the other two qualities? So far I have spoken, I have mentioned sincerity, courage, perseverance, and the generosity. So one quality starting with Z, and the another one starting with P. And these two are the most important thing in our life. So first, the second quality starting with Z. It is the sense of gratitude. Sense of gratitude single-handedly can make you a better person in life. You have to start from thankfulness. Have we ever conveyed our gratitude to anybody? I have born with 2 eyes. But there are many in this phenomenal existence who cannot see this beautiful world. Have I ever extended my gratitude that I have the full sight? I have a full, complete body. Have I ever shown any gratefulness to anybody? There are thousands of youth who are unemployed, but I am earning 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs rupees per month. Am I grateful to somebody? Vivekananda once says, contraction is death, expansion is life. And this is the technology of expanding yourself, the sense of gratitudeness. Everybody, even the most depressed man, the most depressed, the most so-called misfortune, must have one cause to be grateful for something to somebody, even for a beggar. So the sense of gratitude is the quality through which, by inculcating which, I can not only become a better person, I can be happy in my life. And the last quality, which I have already said when I was elaborating the secret of eternal youth, the insatiable thirst for progress. So the second P, the quality starting with P, is the progress. we have to keep alive the aspiration for progress. Aspiration for progress in every moment of our life. So these are the 6 qualities: sincerity, courage, perseverance, generosity, gratitude, and insatiable thirst for progress. Then we can become a better person, then we can become happy in life, then we can perfect our personality. So with these few words, let me again convey my heartfelt greetings to all of you, to the whole fraternity of Assam Agricultural University, past and present, on this auspicious moment of your existence. You have completed 55 years of your existence. So let me congratulate you and let me convey my heartfelt best wishes and good luck for a meaningful and bright future ahead. And with this word, again, with my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to all of you and for being here. Thank you and thank you all.
Very much, sir, for such an enthusiastic and inspirational lecture. Indeed, it has been a great delight listening to your enlightening and motivational words of wisdom. Thank you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a tradition of our university to present the late Dharmananda Das Memorial Silver Trophy along with a cash award of Rs 20,000 to the best graduate under the Department of Tea Husbandry and Technology on the Foundation Day ceremonial function. So the student who has been able to secure this position this year, the best graduate under the Department of Tea Husbandry and Technology, who has secured the highest CGPA, is Ms. Rubaiyat Borgohain. I request Ms. Rubaiyat Borgohain to please come over to the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Ms. Rubaiyat Borgohain. She has been able to secure a CGPA of 8.64, first class with distinction. She is the daughter of Mr. Deva Borgohain, from Kumarisinga, Hiranagar Kakotipot, Dibrugarh. I request our special guest, Srimati Mrinalini Devi ji, to present the award to Rubaiyat. Thank you very much. Congratulations to Rubaiyat Borgohain once again. I now request respected Registrar, Mr. Topon Gohai sir, to propose the vote of thanks.
Namaskar. Very warm good afternoon to one and all present here. First, I must congratulate all of us for completing a glorious 54 years of our journey. We reached 55th year of our birth of this university. So once again, congratulations to all of us, particularly those who are not with us. We proudly remember those people who shaped up this university up to this level, that really they had the vision and they shaped up this university so nicely that everywhere we find everything. So our past teachers, present teachers, the researchers, the students, employees, we are proud of all of them. Thank you so much once again. Yes, Assam Agricultural University has completed its journey in many aspects. We know that we have the mandated activities of education, research, and extension. We know. But in other aspects, nowadays many things are added to our journey. We cannot ignore the computer system, online system, EFMS system, and other modern things which are added day by day. So we are very much hopeful that in our future endeavors, we'll carry forward our glory for a better and what our Sir, the Chief Guest, says, perfection. So once again, thank you so much. Now coming to the last part of the meeting, the vote of thanks. First of all, I offer our deep sense of gratitude to Mrs. Mrinalini Devi. At the age of 84, she is present with us. She has graced the occasion with blessings to all of us. She is not only a writer, social worker, she is Vice President of Assam Sahitya Sabha. So I offer my heartiest gratitude, ma'am. I offer my sincerest gratitude to the Chief Guest, Diganta Bishwa Harma. I think we had a very meaningful session today because we always listen to many things, but not related to divinity, not related to ethics and values, not related to the inner voice. When he was delivering his speech, I just saw some things what he spoke about. Then I want to mention a few quotes of Mother and Sri Aurobindo. One of this is Trinity of Glorious Manhood. So what it says the strength in nature. We have enough strength in nature. We can imbibe this strength in us. Then wisdom in mind. So what ethics and values we can develop our inner personality. So that is the wisdom in mind and love in heart. Without love in heart, I think nobody can conquer the world. So it is very meaningful what Mother says, that Trinity of glorious manhood. We got to know about secret of youth, eternity, secret of progress, secret of rebirth, then conviction, thirst for progress. So thank you so much, sir, for your beautiful lecture, meaningful lecture. We'll meet you again. Thank you so much. We are very much thankful that our own well-wisher, one of our very good well-wisher, good friend of this university, Honorable MP of Rajya Sabha, once MP of Jorar Lok Sabha constituency, Srijut Kamakhya Prasad Tasa Mohoday is present with us, and he has blessed the occasion with his gracious presence. Thank you, sir, once again. And at last, in the dais, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. He is a smart, he is a very visionary, active Vice Chancellor. Yes, Vice Chancellor, we met many during our study in this university when I was studying. But never got some opportunity to interact closely. Definitely, you student cannot interact, talk with the vice chancellor. But when I joined as a register, few years back, 2 years back, I had the opportunity to work with him very closely. So, at the capacity of the vice chancellor, this is the leader of this university, head of this university, some things are going on. It's a very visible changes, very radical changes are going on, and which are possible only because of our dynamic vice chancellor, Dr. Bidyut Sideka. Thank you, sir, for your blessings. I offer my sincerest gratitude to all the statutory officers, for very senior officers, very experienced, always helping this university to march forward. Thank you, sirs. All other officers, all the teachers, past and present. Definitely without them, the globally competent people, we cannot produce them. Our people, our students are now globally competent. Their human resource are globally competent. They are now at every parts of the world. So we are proud of them, and these are the fruits of our teachers, past and present teachers. Then definitely the employees, without them, nothing will happen, no progress, no work will happen, definitely. So their contribution is always we need, and thank you to all our staff and employees and the students. That is the future's progeny, future's hope. So definitely our students are very bright, very disciplined and courageous. I hope that definitely they do better for this university. I offer my sincere gratitude to all of them. I offer my sincere gratitude to the pressmen who are here with us for all-round support to us. Thank you so much once again, and ladies and gentlemen, and the organizers, I offer my sincere gratitude to all of them. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. With this, we have finally come to an end of today's formal Foundation Day ceremony. But there are a few more events lined up for you to enjoy for the rest of the evening. A friendly football match will be held shortly at the AAU playground, followed by a cultural program at 6:30 in the evening in this auditorium. We invite all of you to please grace us with your presence at all the upcoming events. Thank you once again for joining us today. At this time, I request you all to please rise for Jatiyo Hongit. Thank you so much. I request you all to please join us for tea and refreshment, which is